That question about the Vikings drafting a quarterback. That was part of my sideways look at the Vikings because I don't think they should do that. I mean, you either got to get some veteran in here or whatever. But we can talk about that in the next segment. Let's take another quick break, and we'll be back with more on Vikings territory breakdown. Okay, folks, welcome back to Vikings Territory Breakdown with Mark Craig from the Star Tribune. All right, Mark, this is my sideways look at the Vikings. I saw an AI aggregation of some aggregate reporting that the Vikings eliminated some over-the-middle concepts for JJ McCarthy last season to help with his processing. And you sussed out that it was started with Alec Lewis from the Atlantic. What can you tell about this? Tell us about this, and feel free to tell us what you think about aggregating of
an AI aggregation. Well, they always said sports writers don't have brains, so I guess now it's official. If it's an artificial intelligence, maybe they do have brains. Sports writers finally have brains. They have artificial intelligence, right? There we go. Whenever you mentioned it to me, I started looking around, and that's why I saw Alec had done a story, or I'm sure other people did stories, but it's one of those where, you don't see the forest for the trees, or whatever that saying is. Like someone will say, that the Vikings did this or did that, and I'm like, yeah, they had to reduce things, because if anyone happened to notice, JJ was throwing the ball to the wrong team. JJ would throw the ball and it would get batted off his helmet about 4 times a game. So they did, make some adjustments. That's what they do between games. They make adjustments, and certain things are eliminated that the quarterback doesn't do very well. And when the quarterback is having trouble doing everything or a lot of things, and in addition to not being able to stay healthy, then yeah, you're changing things. You're eliminating. I wouldn't say that they eliminate. I don't think the numbers support some of these.
Right.
Stories were written.
Great. It wasn't that great.
Right. The stories were written, and then the numbers, which anymore, if you don't write a story and have like 15 Pro Football reference or Pro Football Focus references to support all your whatever you're saying, but the numbers didn't seem to support that they eliminated the middle of the field. Well. Right. You're never going to, Kevin O'Connell didn't win Coach of the Year and make it this far, thinking that you could eliminate everything from an offensive game plan. Like, we're just going to throw short passes to the left,
right,
and think you're going to win. But I would imagine, yeah, they did make adjustments to try and help their quarterback out.
You better take a look at what your quarterback skills are, what he's good at, what he's bad at, maybe what he's struggling with at this time since he's a young guy, and tailor your game plan to it. If you don't, you're not the quarterback's whisperer. You're not an NFL coach.
Yeah. The biggest issue with JJ McCarthy right now is that he is behind in his development because he can't stay healthy. The knee injury wipes out his entire first year. And then 4 different injuries wipe out, a gigantic chunk of the second year. That's why you don't anoint him again for 2026. You have someone come in and he competes with them. And if he's healthy and looks better, he plays. If he struggles or he gets hurt, then you have someone legitimate to step in